Goosebumps. The chills on your arm have nothing to do with the weather. You feel it in the cold. That part makes sense. But the same bumps show up mid-song, when a track hits its best note. Therefore, something else is pulling the same trigger. Tiny muscles called erector pili sit at the base of every hair follicle. In the cold, they yank each hair upright to trap warm air. Good trick. But it only works if you're covered in thick fur. And you're not. Therefore, every cold weather goosebump you've ever had has been for a coat you don't own anymore. In danger, those same muscles fire to make old, furry, you look bigger to a predator. Also useless. It feels like your skin reacting to the moment. It's actually your body running code for a war that ended 300,000 years ago. Two different triggers. One reflex that never got the memo to retire, which means your next chill down your arm might have nothing to do with the weather either. Deja vu. That room you just walked into, you've never set foot in it before. Your brain disagrees completely. It happens to almost everyone at some point, usually somewhere forgettable. Your brain processes new information through more than one pathway at once, and normally those pathways land together. Therefore, when one pathway runs a fraction of a second ahead of the other, your conscious mind catches the second signal late and tags brand new information as something it already has on file. It feels like you're remembering the past. It's actually your memory system checking its own homework a half-second too early. No prophecy, no glitch in the universe, just one system, filing the present moment as the past, before the past has even finished happening. Next unfamiliar room you walk into, don't be surprised if your brain disagrees again. Brain freeze, that stabbing pain in your forehead? Your mouth sent it there by mistake. You take one bite of ice cream too fast, and pain shoots straight through your skull. When something ice cold touches the roof of your mouth, the blood vessels there narrow, then widen again fast. That surge gets picked up by the trigeminal nerve, the same nerve that also reads sensation in your forehead. Therefore, your brain receives a distress signal and guesses wrong about where it's coming from. It feels like your brain is freezing. It's actually your mouth screaming into the wrong phone line. Some researchers think the whole reflex exists to protect you. Your foot falling asleep. That tingling isn't your foot waking up. It's your nerve rebooting. You've been sitting cross-legged too long, and suddenly, your foot goes numb and prickly. You'd assume the nerve just switched off. It didn't. Sustained pressure slowed its signal down, almost like static building up on a bad line. But once that pressure lifts, the nerve doesn't just switch back on gently. Therefore, it fires rapidly and unevenly while it resets. And that misfiring is exactly what you feel as pins and needles. It's the same reason your arm goes numb if you sleep on it. Any nerve under enough pressure will do this. Your foot just complains the loudest, because it's usually the one holding all your weight. Give it a minute, the system reboots itself. No update required. Phantom limb sensations. Some people feel a hand that was never there to begin with. Amputees often feel real sensation. But some people who were born without a limb, who never had one to lose, report the same phantom sensation too. Therefore, the explanation can't be nerve endings alone. Your brain keeps an internal map of your entire body in a region called the somatosensory cortex, and that map runs somewhat independently of your actual anatomy. It seems like leftover wiring from a limb you used to have. It's actually your brain running a map that was either never updated or sometimes drawn before the limb existed at all. Your body isn't only what you have. It's whatever your brain already decided was there, hand included, whether or not the hand ever showed up. Why you can't tickle yourself? Try it right now. Your own hand on your own foot. Almost nothing happens. Have someone else do the exact same motion, same spot, same pressure, and it's unbearable. You'd assume touch is touch. It isn't. Your cerebellum constantly predicts the outcome of your own movements, something called an efference copy. That's the whole trick. It's not about touch. It's about surprise. And your own brain is the one thing on earth that can never catch you off guard. Go ahead. Try your own hand again. Still nothing. Blushing. Heat floods your face right now, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You get caught off guard in front of a group, and your cheeks go red whether you want them to or not. You'd assume you could just calm down and stop it. You can't, and that's the entire point. Blushing runs on your sympathetic nervous system. Unlike almost every other emotional reaction, there's no override switch built in. It feels like something you should be able to control if you just relaxed enough. It's actually the one signal your body flatly refuses to hand you the controls for. Darwin once called it the most human expression there is. Might be the heat in your face proving him right. Why yawns are contagious. Someone near you yawns, and your own jaw is already following orders. You'd assume it's just boredom spreading. It's not, it's a social reflex. Watching someone yawn activates mirror neurons, the same circuits involved in empathy. Therefore, it's far more contagious between people who are closely bonded than between strangers. Yawning itself may exist to cool the brain in the first place. Somewhere near you right now, someone's about to yawn, and so, in a second, are you. The falling jolt right before you sleep. You haven't moved an inch, and your whole body just jolted like you're falling. You'd assume a dream startled you awake. It's the opposite order. The jerk almost always happens before any dream has time to form. As your body drifts into sleep, your muscles rapidly relax, and your brain briefly misreads that drop in tension as actually falling. Therefore, it fires an old emergency reflex to catch you. One leading theory ties it to something much older, tree-dwelling ancestors who needed a jolt to catch themselves before dozing off a branch. You're not falling. Your brain is just running a safety check that's older than beds. Lie back down. It'll probably run the check again tomorrow night. Why nails on a chalkboard makes you cringe? That screech didn't just annoy you. Your brain just treated it like a scream. Almost everyone winces at the sound, and researchers actually measured why. The most unpleasant frequencies sit between 2 and 4,000 hertz, the exact range your ear canal is built to amplify. You'd assume that's a random coincidence. It isn't. That range overlaps almost exactly with the frequency of human screams and cries. Therefore, your amygdala, your brain's alarm system, lights up harder for this sound than for almost anything else tested. It feels like your ears just dislike the noise. It's actually your brain running a threat detection program built for a completely different kind of screech. Butterflies in your stomach. Something's fluttering in there, and it has nothing to do with actual butterflies. You're about to walk on stage, or see someone you like, and your stomach starts churning like it's alive. You'd assume it's just nerves talking. It's more literal than that. When you're anxious, your body redirects blood flow away from digestion and toward your muscles, prepping you to act. Therefore, stress hormones like adrenaline reach your gut directly, which runs its own dense network of neurons, often called the second brain. And that network reacts by changing its own contractions and blood flow. Your gut isn't just digesting lunch. It's reading your emotions in real time. And right now, it doesn't love what it's reading. Why you cry when you're not sad? Tears are running down your face right now. And sadness has nothing to do with it. You're laughing so hard at something funny that you start crying. Or a wave of pure relief hits, and the tears come with nothing sad happening at all. You'd assume tears are reserved for sadness. They're not. They're triggered by emotional intensity in general. Therefore, joy, relief, surprise, even hard laughter can all activate the exact same tear response that sadness does. Once the feeling gets big enough, it feels like a mistake, crying when nothing's wrong. It's actually your nervous system hitting the same limit joy and grief both reach, arriving from opposite directions. Some researchers think tears exist to help you come back down from wherever you just went. Whatever pushed the button, the reset works the same. Ringing ears, after a loud sound. That high-pitched ring following you home isn't silence's opposite. It's a warning light. You leave a loud concert or a fireworks show, and your ears won't stop ringing. You'd assume it's just an afterglow that fades on its own. It does fade, usually, but not because nothing happened. Loud sound overstimulates the tiny hair cells inside your cochlea, the part of your ear that turns sound waves into signals your brain can read. Therefore, once those cells are overwhelmed, they fire erratic phantom signals even with no real sound present, and your brain reads that static as ringing. Most of the time, the cells recover within a day or two, but they don't get unlimited chances. Repeat the exposure enough times, and the warning light stops resetting. That ring in your ears isn't nothing. It's the only language your inner ear has, for that was too much. Why itching spreads when you think about it? You just read the word itch, and somewhere on your skin, something started crawling. Someone near you scratches. Or you hear a sentence about bugs or bites, and suddenly you feel it too. You'd assume that's just imagination. It's a real neurological event. Watching or even thinking about itching activates the same sensory circuits in your brain that a physical itch would, a contagious effect similar to yawning. Therefore, itch signals also compete for your brain's attention. The more you focus on one, the stronger the signal gets, which is exactly why ignoring an itch usually makes it worse. Your skin isn't producing anything new. Your brain is just turning up the volume on a signal that was always faintly there. Go ahead. Check your arm. Something's probably already crawling.